guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anna from Actually Anna, and today I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about primers. These type of makeup series are to make your life easier, and I can imagine when it comes to primers that you walk into a drugstore, you see a whole bunch of primers and you think, where do I start? This is where this video comes in, because there are a lot of primers, and I'm in this video gonna tell you which type of primers there are, what they do, and what they're supposed to do, and how you can choose your primer depending on your skin type and the finish you want. So before we're gonna go into this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you back, and it's easier for you if you're subscribed to my channel, because then you get a notification when a new video pops up. So don't forget to hit that bell notification next to the subscription button. And without further ado, let's go into the video. So I'm gonna start with telling you the 4 different type of primers. I know nowadays there are loads and loads of different primers, but I'm gonna tell you the 4 that you need to know. First, you have a mattifying primer, you have a blurring primer, you have a hydrating primer, and a glowy primer. Those are the 4 big groups of primers. And those are the easiest to match to your skin type. So first things first, why would you actually want to use a primer? So basically, you use a primer to keep your makeup last longer, and to keep your makeup look flawless like the whole day. I don't use a primer every single day. I use a primer whenever I know that my makeup has to stay on my face the whole day without like going anywhere, or like going flaky because I have dry skin, or without, you know what I mean. So that's when I use a primer, and there are some other occasions that I use a primer. I'll talk to that later in the video when I talk to you about how to match your primer to your skin type. So what are they supposed to do? Well, basically a mattifying primer mattifies your skin, a blurring primer blurs your skin, a hydrating primer hydrates your skin. Of course, a glowy primer makes your skin look glowy. That's quite obvious. But what you want to do is match the primer to your skin type, so it enhances or takes away the part of your skin type that you don't like. So for example, if you have a very oily skin, your makeup is less likely to last longer, because oil is gonna come through your makeup and makes your makeup look shiny. So what you want to do is apply a mattifying primer before your foundation, and then the mattifying primer makes sure that your skin looks matte. I don't want to say the whole day, because that depends on how oily your skin is, but it makes your skin look matte for a longer period of time. Same holds for a hydrating primer. I have a dry skin, so I would like my skin to look hydrated during the day. If I apply a hydrating primer in the morning before my foundation, my skin is less likely to get dry and flaky during the day. So that's the opposite of a mattifying primer. Then you have a blurring primer. The blurring primer is usually not used over your entire face, but in the spots that you wanna, well, blur something. And that's usually pores on your cheeks and on your nose, or fine lines you want to blur. It's usually a silicone type of primer that you press into your skin. I already briefly touched it in my drugstore makeup look from last week. I'll link it in the cards above. But what you do is you press it into your skin, so your pores basically get filled and they don't appear like pores when you apply your foundation. Then the glowy primers, which are the ones that are my best friend together with the hydrating primers. The glowy primers make your skin look glowy, not like a disco ball, but just give it a little bit of a glow, and when you apply your foundation on top of it, it makes the glow shine through the foundation, so you get a little bit of a glow from within. And that's the look I really like to go for. So then last but not least, how do I use the primers, and how do you choose your primers for your skin type? I think I already briefly mentioned it in the last part of this video, but I'm gonna mention it again. So I think it's a matter of trial and error. For me, I tried the silicone primers. I didn't try the mattifying primers because I know they wouldn't fit my skin type, but I tried the silicone primers because I used to have a bit of like large pores around my cheek and nose area. I tried the glowy primers and I tried the hydrating primers, and I think it's a matter of, well, the same as skincare. You just see in the morning or the evening what your skin needs, and depending on that you apply your moisturizer, or you apply your serum, or you apply, that's what you choose for your skin. So the same holds for primer. If your skin looks a bit dull in the morning, then maybe apply a glowy primer so your skin gets a bit of that glow back. But if your skin looks very dry in the morning or feels very dry, then apply a hydrating primer. And this is a bit of a trial and error, what works for your own skin type. Just the same as foundation. Apply it, wear it through the day and see how it goes. So for me, like I said, I have a couple of primers in my collection. First, I have the High-Adherence silicone primer from The Ordinary. This is the silicone primer I was talking about, and this one has a bit of a blurring effect. And I don't use it on my entire face because I don't like the feeling of silicone on my entire face, but just when I notice I have some areas that I want to blur, I just press it into those areas before applying my foundation. And then on the other areas I would apply a more glowy primer. If I don't use the silicone primer, I use this on my entire face. If I use the silicone primer, I use this on the other parts of my face. So that's also something you can do. If you, for example, have a very oily T-zone, you can apply a mattifying primer on your T-zone, and the rest of your skin you can just leave there. Or you can apply a different kind of primer on the rest of your face. So that's also an option that you can do. Then the other two primers that I have in my collection at the moment is the C.Y.O Illuminating Mixing Cream. This is quite a strong glowy primer. And then I have the Glow Formula Skin Hydrator from Kiehl's. This is technically a moisturizer, but I use it as a primer because I feel like it's not moisturizing enough for my skin as just a moisturizer, and it has a little bit of a sheen in it. So I like to use it as a hydrating glowy primer. This was everything I wanted to tell you about primers. I really hope that going into a drugstore and choosing a primer for your skin type is going to be a bit easier after you've watched this video. If you like this type of videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what videos you'd like to see in my mini makeup series. I've done videos about contour, about brows, now I did one about primer, I did a drugstore look, I did something about base, I'm gonna do another video about lipsticks. So I think I got you covered, but if you have any topics you'd like me to discuss, then leave a comment down below and I'll make a video about that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because then you get a notification when a new video pops up. The button is right here, and next to it is the bell notification. Don't forget to hit that. And yeah, with that said, I will see you all next week. Bye!